Hello and welcome to Team 22's presentation for Design Challenge 1, The Most Beautiful Machine. In this design challenge, we had to pair with another team and create a machine that met their specifications. The client team was Team 21, and they provided us with the following two slides. The client team requested an automatic dispenser to be built. Their specifications for this automatic dispenser were dispensing small objects such as candy with minimal user input, large storage, reliability, relatively small in size, and quick and efficient dispensing. During the class, there were opportunities to ask the client team questions about what they wanted for the machine. Our questions were, how many objects should the container hold, and how many objects should be dispensed at one time? Team 21 specified that the machine should hold at least 20 objects at one time and only dispense one at a time.
First customer need was for the machine to have large storage, with the client requesting that the machine be able to hold at least 20 objects. The target value for the specification was 20 objects. The second customer need was for the machine to be able to dispense objects quickly and efficiently. The associated technical need was time, and the technical requirement was for the machine to be able to dispense objects in less than 1.5 seconds. Target value was half a second. The final customer need was for it to work reliably, and the associated technical need was the dispensing quantity, aka the number of objects that would be dispensed with one interaction with the machine. The technical requirement, as mentioned by the client, was dispensing one object at a time, so the target value was dispensing one object at a time as well. Here's a team system diagram. In the team's plan for the machine, the user would first press a touch sensor on the machine, then the output mechanism would allow for one object to come out, then the machine would return to its initial state.
The first alternative solution would utilize a large central box with support beams on all four sides. It would have a flap in the middle for objects to fall out when the dispensing mechanism would activate. Benefits to this design include a simple release mechanism and the possibility for large variable storage. Drawbacks to this design include difficulty for objects on the side to fall through and difficulty for users to retrieve objects once it is dispensed because the users would have to reach under the box. Ultimately, this idea was discarded because the drawbacks of the system were too great to justify their costs. The second alternative solution would utilize a box with a ramp protruding from the box and extending downwards. Benefits of this design include the ease of retrieval of objects that dispense from the machine. Drawbacks include the inability to dispense objects below the ramp in the box and the difficulty the flap may experience if significant weight is placed upon the joint. While this exact design was discarded because of the drawbacks mentioned, the element of the ramp was incorporated into the final design.
For the final design, we chose a combination of a ramp storage and a double gate controlled by one motor. The idea behind the double gate is to allow for only one item to be dispensed by blocking any other items from grouping up before finally dispensing. A narrow ramp was used to further prevent items from grouping together and thus dispensing at the same time. Here's a demonstration of the final performance.
Okay, should I press it? Go ahead.
The final performance for the dispenser met two of the three specifications. It was able to hold 20 items and dispensed items in about 0.35 seconds. However, it wasn't able to dispense one item at a time. Instead, it dispensed about 5 at a time. 5 of these pieces is similar in size to one piece of candy, which is the ideal type of object that the team would prefer to be dispensed. So by retrieving candy pieces to dispense and increasing the storage of the design to accommodate these pieces, the design would represent the ideal solution for the automatic dispenser. Thank you for your time and for your consideration.